going on, guys? Austin here. And for those of you still playing fantasy in Week 17, we are going to be taking a look at the Week 17 booming and busting quarterbacks. My start for this week, I'm going to say, is going to be Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that over the last several weeks, the Seattle running defense has gotten a little bit better. Still a slightly susceptible defense, but I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be forced to put up some points against Seattle. In probably the most pivotal game of the year so far. It's going to be determining the number one seed in the NFC. I'm also going to say you're going to want to start Matt Ryan. The last couple weeks, it seems like the Falcons have been playing for their jobs, for their coaches, for contracts, things like that. And, Tampa Bay's defense has been pretty susceptible to quarterbacks as of late. I'm going to say you're going to want to start Daniel Jones against Philly. The Giants really aren't going to be making this to be an easy game for Philadelphia. It's a divisional game. They're always, heated up in Week 17. And then Ryan Tannehill for Houston. The Tennessee Titans are in a situation where if you win, you're in the playoffs. That Houston Texans defense really hasn't gotten very much better at all. Hasn't improved. I'm also going to say that you're going to want to start Patrick Mahomes. He's had a pretty unimpressive last several games, but he's in a situation where if he wins, Miami loses, or if Miami beats New England, then Kansas City all of a sudden finds himself in the number 2 seed with a bye. They'd absolutely love that. So expect Kansas City to make sure that they win this game. Team players to sit. I'm going to say Josh Allen. Don't start him, because the Bills have the 5 seed locked up, and I expect them to be sitting quite a few starters. This is going to be kind of like their first-round playoff bye. Also, Jameis Winston. I really like what Atlanta's been doing lately with the pass rushes, and I don't expect Jameis Winston to not throw 5 interceptions, if that makes much sense. Also, sit Aaron Rodgers. I think that this is a game where Aaron Jones could probably go off for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Aaron Rodgers might not even have to take the field. Detroit's so bad. You're going to want to sit Jared Goff. He's been underperforming as of late, and I think that Chandler Jones, the amazing linebacker / defensive end for Arizona, is going to be going off. He's 3.5 sacks shy of the single season record. I don't expect him to get that, but I expect him to be really, really trying. And then I'm also going to say you're going to want to sit Tom Brady going up against Miami. I think this is going to be one of those games where, Sonny Michel really is going to be carrying the brunt of the load, and James White to some degree. I mean, maybe if, Tom Brady does his forward handoffs that count as passing yards, but there's not going to be a lot of room for that. Expect it to be pretty similar to what last week was, where you have the running back carrying the brunt of the workload up against Miami this week.